Howdy guys, and welcome back to the next video inside the Bleach Immortal character guide series. Here today we have Orihime, which I did promise as Miguel Jones had requested this in my previous video of a Jin review. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so Orihime is of course one of the units that we start off once again with early in the game. As we can see here, she's a support slash row healer. Mine's level 40 because obviously I just went full DPS instead. But let's take a look at her skills. So her first combo skill, which I don't feel like slaughtering here, deals damage to a single enemy and increases target's injury rate by 50%, which lasts 2 rounds. So essentially what this move does, and once she's SSR, the target's damage reduction rate is decreased by 12%. So once again, like I stated before, essentially what this does is it heightens the probability of a target receiving more damage from any other units that hit after Orihime. So it's more of a setup skill, but not really a setup skill. I'm not sure what the damage calculations are or what injury rate does it give a higher chance for the target to be debuffed? Does it do slightly more damage in general? Is it kind of like a defense down type debuff? I'm not sure what the nature of that is, but I mean, I can't really judge too far about what it does if I really don't understand, because I don't want to misinform you guys. And then the damage reduction rate is, I'm assuming as it sounds as well, that the target has a less chance of blocking it, or maybe not blocking it, but has a less chance of taking less damage per hit from moves that come after it, which again lasts for 2 rounds. Then her rage skill heals the ally with the lowest HP and allies in the same row as her. So if she's in the front row and he does this move, everyone that's in that row is going to get all kinds of heals on them. If she's in the back row and everyone else is in the back row and they're still alive, they're going to get healed as well. And then it increases damage reduction rate of the ally with lowest HP by 5% for 2 rounds. That doesn't really sound that much. It doesn't really sound amazing at all. After her weapon has been awakened, her healing obviously gets a boost in it. And then also, once she's SSR, a bless effect is added to the character as well. So when the round is over, the HP is recovered related to the attack of the healer. So the more attack that she has, the more heal that she's going to do. But this only takes place after her weapon is awakened, if I'm reading this correctly. So there's no benefit at all at this point in time of using her, in my opinion. And then bless as well. Characters with a bless effect will not take damage when being attacked. This once again only unlocks when she's an SSR. So once again, not really that super duper amazing in my opinion. And then it heals the ally with the lowest HP, and it heals the same row for 70%, I'm assuming, of her attack, since it scales off of her attack, it seems. So it definitely seems like she's a unit that you want to build with some type of DPS built into her, just so that her raw damage is higher than what an average healer would be in any other game, and also so her heals can be more potent. Then she comes in with attack strengthen, which is very important for her kit because her heals do scale off of her attack. And then her passive skill. Her rage skill heals an additional 12% of the target's max HP, and when she is alive, back row allies take less dot damage. And then once she's an SSR, her heal rate is increased by 15%. So she can reduce dot damage, but if I'm correct, there's maybe 2 units, maybe 3 units max, maybe counting Yuki Ora, if those are his skills that right now are in the game with dot damage. So this isn't really that useful if I'm reading this correctly. I don't really know what to say about this skill. Obviously you get a benefit from her doing more heals with her rage skill, which obviously is the main selling point of the rage skill, to do more heals so she can heal better. But other than that, I don't really find that this is really worth the squeeze. It's very underwhelming in my opinion, which is unfortunate. But moving on here with her war souls, she's a white tiger, so keep in mind for any team compositions you want to have white tigers to go along with her as well, just to get the benefit of having the same units to get, you know, their buff because of them being the same units. For her war soul, I just threw up HP on her. I don't use her. This was honestly when I began the game and you get her, I just wanted to throw something up on her. But as we can tell from her skills, honestly I would put something attack wise here to use with her, because that seems like the best idea to get the most out of her heals. For her War Soul though, her combined War Soul or Violet War Soul, there's two in particular I was trying to pick out here. Obviously Soul of Healing sounds like a good idea, which is actually her own War Soul, where during the normal attack phase, every 3 ally attack released restores HP of the character with the lowest HP by 30% of the Soul Bearer's attack, plus 400 of the Soul Bearer's HP, which sounds very confusing here. But essentially, after every 3 attacks on your side, the character with the lowest HP gets a small heal, which once again, her selling point is her being a healer. If you're going to have her on the team, she better be healing. So I can understand this being used. There's another one as well. I believe Soul of Vanguard, which may be worth it, may not be worth it, but once again increases her attack by 2% at level 1, and of course we get a boost as you continue to raise it up. Those two are the only real War Souls that I found to be useful, at least in this context for her, which again is underwhelming because you can't really add any stun or anything like that to her moves, because her rage skill heals the squad. It doesn't do anything else to the other units, I don't believe. I could be wrong there because, like I said, I haven't used her in quite a while, but there's really no utility here other than her being a healer. So I would just say let the healer be a healer and make sure she can excel at that, and make sure that she has some type of attack to go along with that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's Orihime. Honestly, very underwhelming. I'm sure that she's gonna have like a better version of her, or a just more usable version, because right now it's just underwhelming. I haven't had any content in the game so far where I felt like I needed a healer, even in terms of PvP, especially with the initiative change, where essentially higher initiative is like, congratulations bro, you won this battle, because you're gonna run DPS and just kill everybody immediately. So that's Orihime. Definitely a unit that you can use in the beginning of the game, but once you pull something better, just as of right now, just switch. I mean, if something changes in the future, I'll make a video updating this or stating that you should be using a healer. But for the content right now, there's really no use. But that's pretty much it, boys. I definitely hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. So peace out.